Breaking news! What I'm about to reveal will change the way you approach the upcoming season. We're not just talking about Bo Nix getting into shape in practice or Sean Payton adjusting his offense. We're talking about a locker room shakeup, a roster transformation, and a coaching staff ready to silence all the critics who laughed at Denver's playoff hopes. But before we go any further, please click like if you've been a Broncos fan through thick and thin, through thick and thin, through thick and thin, through thick and thin, through thick and thin. And if your loyalty runs deep, leave a comment right now. Go, Broncos! My heart bleeds orange and blue, because I'm about to take you inside the building where belief is no longer optional. It's the default. Let's go. All right, let's get straight into it. Cody Rorick, a trusted beat reporter who has been covering the Broncos for nearly a decade, says the excitement around this team is at an all-time high. This isn't just hype from a fan with orange-tinted glasses. This is from a guy who's been on the ground, every practice, every press conference, tracking this team through its ups and downs. His pulse on the Broncos is as accurate as it gets, and he firmly believes this is the year the Broncos take back the AFC West. Yes, that means ending the Kansas City Chiefs' reign. It's a bold call, but not an unfounded one. Cody's confidence stems from several key developments. First and foremost, the defense is loaded, and I mean stacked. The defensive line, led by a rejuvenated Nick Bonitto and the relentless Zach Allen, is coming off a league-leading 63 sacks. Add in Dre Greenlaw and Talanoa Hufanga as new pieces, and you've got a front seven that's aggressive, physical, and deep. The secondary, already one of the most complete in football with Pat Certain holding down the outside, is poised to be a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. The only slight question mark is at inside linebacker, but even there, if Alex Singleton can return to his peak form, they should be just fine. On the offensive side of the ball, things get even more intriguing. Sean Payton has overhauled the scheme to incorporate more outside zone blocking, a move that plays right into the strength of this running back committee. J.K. Dobbins, rookie R.J. Harvey, Jaleel McLaughlin, and Tyler Batty offer a diverse skill set that allows Payton to mix and match based on the situation. Expect a heavy dose of ground and pound to complement the aerial attack. But let's talk about the man under center, Bo Nix. The rookie is already showing signs of command and maturity that you rarely see this early. Cody reports that Nix is not only comfortable running the offense, but he's also testing his limits, including throwing at Pat Certain in practice, which is no small feat. That level of confidence speaks volumes. Sean Payton doesn't believe in the concept of a sophomore slump, and based on what's coming out of training camp, neither should we. This feels like the beginning of a surge, the kind of leap that takes a franchise from rebuilding to contending. Now let's talk receivers. The Broncos might have found an absolute gem in Pat Bryant. Cody couldn't be more enthusiastic about the rookie, even saying that Bryant might become what Sean Payton always envisioned Jerry Jeudy would be in this offense. Sure, Judy's speed was impressive, but Bryant's technical route running, football IQ, and blocking ability make him a complete weapon. He's the type of player who can thrive in Payton's system, a system that made Michael Thomas a household name. Don't be surprised if Bryant ends up being a similar kind of breakout star. Tight end Evan Ingram is also a key piece, and while there was some controversy online with his wife reacting to a TikTok comment, the bottom line is this: if Ingram goes down, the Broncos don't have another tight end who can match his pass-catching ability. Adam Troutman is a solid blocker and underrated receiver, but he's not the vertical threat Ingram is. Keeping Ingram healthy will be crucial to maintaining offensive balance and stretching defenses. When asked what's more likely, a top 10 offense or the number 1 overall defense, Cody didn't hesitate to go with the offense. That's right. In a league where elite defenses are increasingly rare, the Broncos could surprise everyone with a balanced, potent attack that consistently puts up points. The key here is consistency on the offensive line. If they can hold up, this offense could very well be one of the most complete we've seen in Denver since the Peyton Manning era. And let's not forget the leadership. Sean Payton has already built a culture that values discipline, execution, and creativity. Vance Joseph, the defensive coordinator, is another name to watch. Cody believes Joseph will stay with the team unless he gets a head coaching offer, which isn't out of the question if the defense dominates the way it's expected to. Davis Webb is another rising star on the coaching staff, and while Cody thinks he might get poached for an OC job elsewhere, there's hope that the Broncos can find a way to keep him around, especially to support Bo Nix's development. Because here's where things get even more interesting: the schedule. This 2025 slate isn't for the faint of heart. If the Broncos are going to make good on all this promise, they're going to have to earn it every single week. The stretch between Week 4 and Week 11 is arguably one of the most brutal gauntlets in the entire NFL. Cody Rorick laid it out clearly. This is the stretch that will define the season. You've got the Chargers, always a thorn in Denver's side with their explosive offense. Then the Bengals, who could put up points in bunches with Joe Burrow and a deep receiving core. The Eagles, fresh off deep playoff runs, bring a roster loaded with physicality and speed. And then it's the Jets, Giants, Cowboys, Texans, and yes, the Chiefs. It's an unforgiving string of games where every mistake can cost you, and every win builds momentum. This is where Sean Payton's leadership and Bo Nix's growth will be tested most. If they come out of that stretch with a winning record, the rest of the season suddenly opens up. The early test might actually benefit the team long term, giving them the edge they need going into the playoff push. Now, let's circle back to the run game. Cody made a point that might have flown under the radar, but it's critical. R.J. Harvey isn't likely to be a 1,000-yard rusher, and that's not a knock on his talent. It's a result of Sean Payton's by-committee approach. Between Harvey, J.K. Dobbins, Jaleel McLaughlin, and Tyler Batty, this backfield will function more like a Swiss Army knife than a battering ram. Each back has a role. Each one brings something unique to the table. The key is how Payton uses them. Will he rotate too aggressively and disrupt the flow, or will he find the right balance that keeps defenses guessing? We saw flashes of this strategy last season against the Chargers on Thursday Night Football. It worked until Payton went away from it in the second half. The lesson here? Stick with what works. Let the committee shine. Speaking of sticking with what works, the defense will have to maintain its identity while evolving. The additions of Dre Greenlaw and Talanoa Hufanga bring not just talent but attitude. This defense will hit you in the mouth and smile while doing it. And with depth across the board, from the front line to the safeties, they have the personnel to be elite. But Cody was honest about how hard it is to be number one across every defensive category. Top 5? Absolutely. Number 1? That's a tall order, but not impossible. And what about those young, emerging weapons on offense? Pat Bryant is the one everyone's talking about, and for good reason. Cody went as far as to say that Bryant might become what Sean Payton always hoped Jerry Jeudy would be. That's a big statement. Bryant's route running, intelligence, and physicality already make him a perfect fit in this system. He's a willing blocker, a disciplined route runner, and he has reliable hands, only one drop in his entire senior year at Illinois. That's not just potential, that's production waiting to happen. Then there's the fascinating discussion about who's more likely to live up to their comparison. Pat Bryant becoming the next Michael Thomas or Caleb Lohner becoming the next Jimmy Graham. Cody's take? Bryant all the way. Lohner has the physical tools, but the jump from college to NFL tight end is steep. Meanwhile, Bryant already looks like a guy who could be catching 70-plus balls in this offense as soon as this year. And just when you think the expectations can't get any higher, Cody doubles down. This is the year the Broncos win the AFC West. Not squeaking as a wild card. Not sneak up on teams. Win the division outright. He believes the Chiefs' run is over. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift might get engaged, and that's cute and all, but the football storyline in the AFC West is Denver's rise. The Broncos are taking over, but it's not all about optimism. Cody keeps it real when discussing the floor. 7 wins is where he sees things bottoming out if key injuries hit, most notably to Bo Nix. But let's not even go there. He believes 11 wins is the most likely outcome, with 12 being the ceiling. If they get to 12 or more, that means something special has happened. That means we're talking about a potential top seed in the AFC. That means the road to the Super Bowl could run through Empower Field at Mile High. So now, Broncos country, it's your turn. The path is laid out. The players are in place. The belief is there, not just from fans but from those inside the building who've seen the day-to-day work firsthand. Is this the year Denver reclaims its spot at the top? Is Bo Nix ready to lead this team deep into January? Is Pat Bryant the next breakout star in this storied franchise? Let me know in the comments, and if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit the like button, and stay tuned. We've got more Broncos content coming your way, and you won't want to miss a second of it. Until next time, check out the next video on screen, and as always, go Broncos!